Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Receivers are bunched together. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They go with a direct snap. Crosses the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Bringing pressure. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Trick throw, catch made on the out route.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Looking for some space. It's Wade. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The linebacker shifting around now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
A completion makes it 2nd down. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Running back with the football. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. You bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw, and put it right on the money to pick up that first down, and I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great compliment to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or do they face a tough fourth down decision? Here's the option play. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, LSU. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground here. Finding some room at the 25. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 50. The 30. Inside the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. See if they can convert the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Horned Frogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Can he get there on the ground? Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the Horned Frogs begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the Horned Frogs are going to keep this drive rolling. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Big throw caught on the left side. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And now the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
He's running out of time here. And the ball to the ground. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick catch over the middle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Slides down to avoid the tackle. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going to take another shot right here. Catch is made inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Strong game by this quarterback.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
So they try to add the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And the kickoff will be a return. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the TCU offense takes the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially...
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, just like running backs...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's caught. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They've converted one of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And he's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the Horned Frogs pick up enough for a 1st down here.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. He finds his man. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Defense trying to hang on the 11th play on this drive. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that 1st down. Breaks the tackle. Just comes up a little bit short of the 1st down.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense in hurry-up mode. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down.
Makes a quick grab.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3.
Let's go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking for some space. It's Wade. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The Horned Frogs are in the red zone.
Yankee blue. Yankee, get set.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
A running play called on 4th down. And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage for a first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And they'll use the ground game here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Ball handed off. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. The returner is brought down. Gets a start for the next drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Get some space around the 30. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed on this defense with the ground game today. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge game.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain on the first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
There's the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. Defense not pressing this time. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He didn't make it. Stopped short. That is a crucial turnover on downs here in this tight football game. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Has the first down and more. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
First down and 10 now. Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense.
Touchdown, TCU. This offense is still clicking. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
So this is it. You work on these two-point conversion plays. Now it's time to execute to try to tie this game up late. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he runs it into the end zone. The two-point try makes this a tie game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here, and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass. But you've got to come up with a 1st down.
And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. No, he didn't make it. He did not get there. What a huge play by this defense late in this tight game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.